Yeah, we've got more rounds of rain coming, and I think today's, though, was the more of the widespread flooding threat. Although with the ground now saturated, some downpours that are still expected over the next couple of days could lead to some flooding. Now, we're going to start with satellite because I want to look kind of downstream as to whether or not any storms are continuing to fire up. And we also, with satellite, can go a little farther than the range of our radar. So what we're looking at offshore is no longer any additional storms developing. And when you watch the lightning counter here, a lot of those storms have been weakening, so it doesn't look like anything is further developing, and what has been moving inland has been weakening. So that is the trend that the models had been picking up on. And when we look farther offshore, we'll note that a lot of those showers are starting to wind down. So some positive in the fact that a lot of the rain is starting to kind of subside a bit. Still some pockets of moderate, maybe isolated, heavier downpours, but certainly in areas that we've already seen 3+ inches of rainfall, it may kind of prolong the flooding threat. Not that I think we're going to see anything worsen, but it could continue into the next several hours, maybe even going into later on tonight. Not the rainfall, but the standing water or even high water in some spots. And such as we still have some downpours across parts of the North Shore. Now, where we did have and still have our flash flood emergency, no longer any rainfall, at least nothing substantial, maybe a little bit of light showers north of Madisonville at the moment toward Covington, but a big break in the rainfall there. And what the Weather Service had been watching as possibly something that would train over that same area, those showers out over the river parishes, actually one are weakening as they approach Rudock and are also staying well to the west of that warned area. Here in the city, really did not see the high totals or coverage elsewhere. And then also farther offshore, still some rainfall around the Morgan City area that may continue toward Thibodaux, but these two have been subsiding. So did have some flooding reports in Terrebonne, but more so into Lafourche. May continue into the next several hours. In other words, we're not seeing that rainfall let up enough to allow for just natural drainage. Some of these downpours could kind of prolong that event. But the good news is, and as I've said, I've been looking at a lot of different models and updated model runs, a lot of the rainfall winding down over the next couple of hours. Our high resolution model not doing a perfect job of initializing with what rain we have around at the moment, but we should see a quieter evening, night, and overnight. Then we'll see this next round of rainfall move through tomorrow midday and early afternoon. Now, the good news with this one is it'll be a solid line that moves through very quickly. Bad news is there will be some embedded downpours that, once over already saturated ground, could lead to some quick flash flooding during the day tomorrow. Here are some of our rainfall totals officially, but in isolated locations between these observing stations, we have definitely seen even more. Low clouds over downtown. At the moment, no fog, but it won't take much to see some fog to develop with humidity right now at 100%. Temperatures are in the 60s and some low 70s, where we really have not had much rainfall at all in Belle Chasse. Here is the culprit. These upper disturbances on the eastern side is where you get all the instability. This one upper trough is going to be lifting to the north. It'll probably bring in another round of rainfall tomorrow, and then that one is gone. We'll see a second upper trough move in. This will help our rain chances going into early Saturday. Now, the Saturday timing has kind of changed. A lot of the models, as of the last few, had it more morning. This may be more morning into the afternoon, but I do think for our parade Saturday evening, these storms will be gone, and then cooler weather, drier weather will be moving in right behind it. So I do think our Saturday parades look fine. It's the Friday evening parades that we may still have some shower activity around. Still too soon to know when that rainfall would move out. We're going to keep the rainfall around over the next several hours, but winding down gradually, and through the overnight and into early tomorrow morning, we are dry. Next round of rain comes in midday, early afternoon, but moving through very quickly. So I think most of the afternoon and evening on Thursday should be dry. Hopefully the morning commute is dry, as will be the evening drive, with kind of in between that next round of rainfall moving in for tomorrow. That should be a faster moving line. Not expecting as much coverage on Friday. Still a low end chance for some street flooding, just with the ground now saturated, and that doesn't look to be an issue with the rains that we're expecting on Saturday. Temperatures dropping and will be cool, but no freezes heading into next week.